Today we have the honor of being joined by Yogi Amandeep Singh, a teacher, a guide, a seeker, and my friend, who has devoted his life to understanding the deeper nature of the mind, body, and soul. Through his work, he reminds us that true growth is not something we chase, but something we return to. So Yogiji, today we're going to be talking about the mind, body, and soul connection through breathwork and your experiences. And before we start that, I want you to acknowledge your education, your achievements, and some credentials of who you are. And the audience will love to know that.
Yeah, I have sat with the mountains. I have walked by the oceans. I have felt the flow of the rivers. And I had the privilege to sit with the sacred trees. Along with this, I have a background information systems software engineering from Oxford Brookes University from UK, and then I did my master's in psychotherapy as well as how to connect with your true essence and your true self. So this is in short up and below both I have experienced.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, I'm going to start with my major question is the breath work.
Sure.
90% of the people everywhere breathe wrong.
Yeah.
Either it's shallow breathing, either it's reverse breathing, or they're just unconsciously breathing left, right, up, down, just way. What is the correct form of breathing from your experience?
Yeah. From my experience and also the wisdom that has been handed down since the beginning of time, the wisdom of being. The wisdom of being is related to the wisdom of life, and life is related to breath. So first there is being. There's an isness in everything. Everything is. If you look around, everything has an existence. They have a presence. And this presence is related to life. Because there is life, there is presence. And life is related to the breath. So when you connect with your breath, you not only connect with the fulfillment of life, but you also connect with that which is, the isness, the thatness, the existence and the presence. So the breath is the ultimate secret. The truth is under the nose.
Under the nose.
Yeah, which is the coming and the going of the breath. When this source of the presence, this source of life we call the breath, when it is shallow, life is shallow, your presence is shallow. And when this breath is deep, your life is deep and your presence is deep. We all have a life, but not everybody has a presence. What is presence? Presence is when you are there, you have an existence, you have an aura, you have a strong electromagnetic field. So that comes when the breath is right. So the correct way to breathe is when the breath reaches the navel center. This is the yogic understanding of it. So navel is the center of presence, is the center of being. That is why before the mind captures anything, both the fear and love, navel captures it first. Fear is felt in the navel first, and ecstasy is also felt in the navel first. So when this life, this breath, this existence, this presence goes and touches your roots and you embrace it, then you become alive. When the breath is held, life is held. And when life is held, a liveness is felt. So most of us, we are not fully alive. We are not in the moment. So holding the breath. So the breath has to go all the way to the navel.
Can we try that?
Yeah, so maybe the best thing will be to put your both hands.
Okay.
So your hands are an extension of your heart. So this is your heart. This is your heart center. And that's why when your heart likes something, the hands, an extension of the heart, grabs it. And when your heart don't like something, then the same hands throw it away. So the hand is the movement of your heart. So this is your heart center. So you take your heart center and you put it at your source, which is your navel.
Got it.
So this is a heart, okay, and this is presence. So put both heart, the extension, into the presence. So this is also known as, so this is the material heart, and
Right.
this is the spiritual heart, we call the gut feeling.
Okay. The intuition.
The intuition, the seat of intuition. So when you put your hands here, this is called heart to heart connection. So your body, the posture, you may not understand, but your body understands. So when the hand comes here, maybe here you don't feel it, but your body, immediately the circuit is closed.
Right.
The closing of the circuit. So the moment you both your hands touches the navel, you have really hugged yourself. So this is enveloping. This is closing yourself to be yourself. So this itself should put you into ecstasy because your heart is touching your presence. So putting your hands here,
Okay.
and slowly as you inhale, the navel or the stomach expands outward. And as you exhale, this goes in.
So if my chest is moving, that's wrong.
We don't move. This is the yogic understanding that body is still, only navel moves. When the navel moves, mind moves. And when the mind moves, clarity happens. And when clarity is there, destiny unfolds. So look at this very mechanics of the body. You are awakening your destiny just the way you breathe. What you are doing tomorrow, how you're feeling tomorrow, how you're feeling the next moment depends on the depth of your breath. So bring the hands here, and as you inhale, try to make sure it is slow and deep, and allow the stomach to expand as the breath enters. So inhale and exhale. Beautiful. One more time, inhale. And very slowly exhale. One more time, you will do 3 times. And exhale. So this is a simple. And you can do these 11 times, 21 times. Each time you feel disconnected, connect with your breath. Because breath is life. Connecting with the breath, you're connecting with life.
Like you say, the true currency.
The true currency. So the more slow it is, the more richer you will be. In fact, the yogic understanding is that when you are able to be one with the breath and you are able to hold the breath, you will never be poor emotionally, psychologically, and even materially. Wow. So that is the power of the breath. You hold that currency, everything will be provided.
And I have another question regarding breath.
Yeah.
You have heard you speak about prana.
Yeah.
So is prana the life force in the breath? Is that the oxygen? Can you please tell me?
So in day-to-day communication, we say breath. But when our original word for it, it is called Pavan Guru.
Pavan Guru.
Guru means the wisdom holder. So Pavan is prana vayu, which is the chi, which is the prana.
Okay.
So your prana, your vital force. So within the breath, from the yogic understanding, there's a subtle presence, there's a subtle essence in it, and that is called chi or prana. So we are actually working on prana and not necessarily the gases that are contained in the breath. Although in day-to-day communication, we say breath because it's easier to understand.
Correct.
But what we are referring to is Pavan Guru. Your essence, your living essence, your chi, your prana as your guide. So the more prana you have, the more guidance in life you have. The guidance in life, clarity in life, walking your destiny, manifestation, whatever you want to call that, is all got to do with how you breathe. The rate and the length of your breath decides everything. What you are feeling now and what you will feel tomorrow. So the rate and the length of the breath.
When you say length, how does that correspond?
The way we calculate from the yogic understanding, rate will be 1 minute, how many breaths? Ordinarily, we take 16 to be the average. So 16 breaths, 17, 15.
Okay.
So this will keep you calm. The lesser the breath, the more calm you will be. And the rate, the length, we calculate in fingers.
Okay.
So this is 4 fingers.
4.
And this is 8 fingers.
Okay.
And this is 10 fingers. So the length of 10 fingers. If your breath is so slow that from here, ordinarily we think breath enters from here. But depending on your state of mind, the breath changes its length. From the yogic understanding, when the breath is 10 fingers away, that means the breath is inhaled from here and exhaled from here. Here it disperses into the cosmos. And from 10 fingers it enters your field. That is 10. From the yogic understanding, if you can do so slow breathing that at the length of 10 fingers, around here,
Okay.
it enters your field and diffuses off into the cosmos. And if your breath is 16 in 1 minute, there's nothing in the cosmos which you will not have.
And say if your breath is longer than this, is there a science behind that? If there's no traumas?
Yeah. So the longer the length, ordinarily, from the yogic understanding, when you are in deep depression, your breath length is 32.
Wow.
And when you are dying, it is 36. So deep depression, you're very close to death. So instead of trying to change depression through this, the yogic wisdom mentions that the source of this is this. So if you can change your breath, you can change your depression, you can overcome your anxiety. Emotions are not here. Yogic understanding, emotions are here. Because if this is not here, this will not be experienced.
Correct.
If this is not here, these thoughts in the head won't exist. And let me go further. If this is not here, the experience of world is not experienced. So the source of the world which you perceive and the source of the body that you consider yours and the thoughts which are constantly bombarding the head, the source of these 3 realms is the coming and the going of the breath, which is known as Pavan Guru, the wisdom of your breath. If you don't know your breath, you know nothing. And if you know your breath, you know everything. So this is the Guru, this is the real wisdom. This is the remote control. You control yourself and you can also control outer emotions.
So controlling your breath, slowing your breath down,
Yes.
does not just help with anxiety, depression,
Yes.
the traumas in our body.
Beautiful. So if you want to release the trauma in the body, okay, we take the next step. So first is slow breathing.
Correct.
Make sure you go all the way to the navel. Then you start holding the breath. And when the breath is held, the prana starts to circulate in the inner meridians of the body. They are meridians and they are energetic knots, which because of negative emotions are blocked.
Okay.
So some people for no reason have shoulder pain. And if you have a lot of responsibilities, you will have shoulder pain. And we say in English also, the weight is on his or her shoulders. Yeah. And if you have back pain for no reason, it means you are stuck in an emotion which is past. You're not able to let go of the past. Knee pain will happen. Of course, there are other reasons as well, as you age and all that. But ordinarily, this pain in the body and the different sensations in the body that you are feeling is due to the emotions that are held in your body, the energetic knots or emotional knots in the body can be cleansed, can be opened just by inhaling and holding your breath. I repeat, when you hold breath, you hold life. And when you hold life, you become alive. The experience of aliveness comes to those who know the secrets of the breath.